Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are in a rush because I'm going to try and get through all of my remaining pumpkin spice items in the next 15 minutes. Let's get in real fast. Here we go. Okay, first and foremost, where's my fork? Oh dear God, I found it. Okay, first and foremost, we're going to try this cake. I do not have the box for it anymore, but it is a Costco cake, but it is not made by Costco. That's a different item. This one is one you can buy at Costco, but it is not made by them. So let's taste that. I don't want to drop it. Okay, so first and foremost, this cake tastes kind of like a winter spice cake instead of like a pumpkin spice cake. I also don't love the consistency of this cake. I think that the layers are too thin and it makes it taste a little bit too firm. It's not really cakey. I think that's a downside. The cream cheese frosting though, that's good. I like that. I'm in favor of it. I think they use a little white chocolate in it, but I like it. Okay, second review of the day is this other slice of pumpkin roll cake. This one is from Walmart. I really don't know what the best angle on this is, but let's dive right in. Okay, so this one I have the box for actually. This one looks like this. They sell it at Walmart. This one, the pumpkin spice flavoring is correct, but I feel like the cake is a little too dry. And I wish that the ratio of cream cheese to cake was a little bit different. I think I wish I had more cream cheese frosting, but I might feel differently if the cake weren't so dry. I think the cream cheese frosting is fine. I don't know if I like one of them better than the other on these two cakes. I feel like they both have things I like and dislike. I think the cream cheese frosting on the Walmart one is a little bit lacking in flavor, but I think that the cream cheese frosting on the Costco one has a little bit too much white chocolate in it. It's kind of like putting me off slightly, but they're both good. They're both fine. I think that you would be happy with either one of them, but I am not like, hot damn, I gotta get me another one of those. So let's move on. Okay, this is a Kirkland box. This is the cake. This is the pumpkin spice loaf from Costco. I will not be eating a piece of this because it expired while I was trying to get everything together for this video. But I did already eat some of it while it was still good, and I was not a fan at all. It is like a cross between a cake and a bread, but it's neither, and it's bad in both ways instead of good in both ways. And the frosting just really tastes odd. And also I have a thing about cream cheese frosting cakes that they set not in a fridge. I'm like, what did you put in there? It's either going bad or you put something funky in there. So not a fan, don't recommend that one. So I have the swirl cinnamon bread pumpkin spice version by Thomas, which also makes the other pastries on this plate, but we're going to start with the cinnamon bread. I toasted every single one of these and put butter on them for reference. Oh yeah. I don't want to eat too much of it because I have too much food here, but that one's really good actually. I mean, I toasted it to perfection, but also it just tastes very good. It has clear cinnamon taste, has a light pumpkin spice taste, and it's a good consistency. I think it's good. I think that you would like it. It's not the most amazing bread in the world, but it's a store-bought bread that doesn't go bad for a really long time. So please keep that in mind. Okay, next we're going to do this one. This is another Thomas brand product. This is their English muffin pumpkin spice version. I usually buy their regular English muffins, so this is fine. Okay, so on this one, it has the exact same consistency of a regular English muffin. Nothing has been thrown off. Tastes like the same as the regular English muffins. But, so I'm happy with the way that it is, like, consistency-wise in my mouth. My only complaint is that I can't really taste any pumpkin spice in it. It tastes like an English muffin, and the butter flavor is pretty powerful, but there's just not pumpkin spice flavor. So I like them. I think they're good, but if you're going for pumpkin spice, I don't think this one's going to do it for you. Our final Thomas product is this bagels. They are just regular bagels, but with pumpkin spice. So half of it has butter. We're going to eat that half. Okay, so I like this. It has these little spots where there's extra pumpkin flavor. Those are good. I think that they blend in and you can't tell that you're eating a little pocket of pumpkin flavor. I think that the whole thing has pumpkin flavor in it without hitting one of those little pockets, not like the Special K with the weird yogurt balls. I think that this is good. I think that it has pumpkin spice flavor, but it's not super overwhelming. I think it's a really nice, delicate pumpkin spice flavor. Definitely want to toast these bagels. I'm going to be honest, you do not want to eat them straight out of the bag. That's no good. But once toasted, that's very good. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put this Philadelphia pumpkin spice cream cheese on the bagel, and we're going to give a taste to that second half. This is quite orange on the inside. It almost looks like a salmon color, but it's orange. All right, here is a nice generous helping of pumpkin spice cream cheese, so let's take a bite. Okay, so this one is good. I definitely like it. The pumpkin spice flavor is not extreme. I think it's got a nice balance between cream cheese and pumpkin spice. If anything, it is sweet. I like sweet cream cheeses, like strawberry cream cheese is a little sweet, and I definitely like that. So if you're into like a strawberry cream cheese, I think you would like this. But if you don't like sweeter cream cheeses, this is not going to be for you. Okay, next I am going to try this nut butter from RX, I believe is the brand name. It says knead open spread, so I'm kneading it right now, and I will spread it on that other English muffin. Okay, it is much more liquidy now that it's been heated in my hands. So here's the bag up close and personal. So I'm going to put that on my other half of the English muffin and see what that does for me. See if that really tickles my pickle. Okay, immediate complaint. I can't get the bag open. Oh, there we go. Oh, it smells very peanutty. Very, very peanutty. So first thought, it's going to be really hard for you to see this. You see it because it's shiny, but it kind of blends in on here. But let's take a bite. It looks good. That's not doing it for me. That's got like discernible pumpkin spice flavor, but I'm not liking it with the peanuts. Also, there's like something about the consistency of it that I don't dig. That one's going to be a no for me. Maybe it's because they have dates and egg whites in there or something. Up next, we have the Starbucks version of the pumpkin spice creamer. So I'm going to add this to a little bit of coffee. So this creamer does a very good job of adding cream flavor to the coffee, and it is not super sweet, which is nice. A lot of creamers are very sweet, so I appreciate that this one tries to keep it casual. The problem is that it does not provide enough pumpkin spice flavor in it, so it's just really creamy, not sweet, not pumpkin-y, which I could achieve with milk. So this is not doing it for me. Next up, we are going to try this Nestle Coffee Mate Pumpkin Spice Creamer. Okay, I'm going to be real with you guys. This is the brand that I usually buy and I drink every single year. So obviously I like it. Here's the thing about it. So for both cups of coffee, I used 1 cup of coffee and 1 tablespoon of creamer, which is what the bottles tell you to use. So I was trying to do that to keep it consistent so that I would have a good judge on which one's better. With 1 tablespoon of creamer and 1 cup of coffee, this one has less sugar, less creamer, a little bit of like pumpkin spice flavor, but you can't really tell it's pumpkin. You can just taste some spice flavor going on. So with that quantity, this one is like not very good either. I don't think that one of them is really better than the other because neither one is providing you with pumpkin spice flavor, which is why we're here. But I use more of this one because it has less cream to it and it does provide me with sufficient pumpkin flavor. So if I were to recommend one of these to you, I would recommend this one. I would just also recommend that you consume vastly more sugar than you're supposed to every day, which is what I recommend basically all the time anyway. Oh my God, I'm a mess. Terrible news. I just discovered an additional pumpkin spice product, so we're going to try this. This is the Trader Joe's pumpkin flavored JoJo's. We're going to give that a Joe-Go. Haha, that's so funny. So this basically looks like a blonde Oreo, but with an orange cream in the center instead of like a white. So let's try this. That's very pumpkin spicy. It's also very sweet. I tend to like sweet things, so I might like this if I hadn't just consumed multiple cakes and other sweet items. But right now it's way too sweet for me. And honestly, this is a lot of sugar in this cream. It's all in the cream, not in the cookie. I might not like this at any point, so I don't think I'm gonna give this one my thumbs up of approval. We're getting to our hot ticket item now. We're gonna talk about the Starbucks pumpkin spice latte, which I'm sure is what you all really wanted to know about. So I have the drink in both hot and iced versions, so we're going to talk about those both. We're going to start with the hot. Quick disclaimer, I do use oat milk in my lattes because I am lactose intolerant, so that does have an effect on the flavor. I think that the oat milk is a much lower effect on the flavor than any of the other substitute milks at Starbucks, but it does indeed affect the flavor. So the hot one, creamy, very classic, very pumpkin spice flavor. I personally really like it. I think it's great. I think that when it's cold and you get one of these with some whipped cream on it, that's just really, it's really nice. It makes you feel like it's fall and like you don't have seasonal depression. I think that's just really great. So big 10 out of 10 on the hot Starbucks latte for me. Let's try the iced. Honestly, I think it tastes a little creamier iced. I'm not sure. Maybe the ice is like pulling things together and making them stiff and firm, but I think it's a little creamier iced. I really like that. Definitely like the iced usually more. I tend to order my coffee iced basically all the time. Even when it's cold out, I prefer cold coffee. But when the mood is just right, when everything is in perfect alignment, hot is what I will order, and the hot is really good. I just personally prefer cold. I think that the flavor is lessened by putting it into the ice. I think it's harder to taste the pumpkin flavor in the coffee, but I still think it's definitely very noticeable, very clearly pumpkin flavor and not something else, and I definitely like it. So another big 10 out of 10 for me. So now, using the pumpkin spice latte, we are going to review our final product of the evening. This is the Trader Joe's Pumpkin Spice Cream Liqueur. It is a 25 proof, a 12.5% alcohol by volume. So this is basically Bailey's, but not coffee. Instead, it's pumpkin spice. So if you've had Bailey's before, you know basically what I'm getting into. I have eyeballed it. I don't really like to take shots of Bailey's or any other liqueur. I think that they're not quite good enough to be consumed on their own. So I like to mix them into things. So I'm going to mix it into the hot latte and the cold latte, see which one I think it tastes better in, and just generally what I think. Okay, so for this one, it really is a lot like Bailey's in that if you put it in the right beverage, you can't taste like a difference in the flavor of the beverage itself, but it has the same lingering aftertaste, kind of final note that Bailey's has. I'm not sure what causes that. I assumed it was a coffee thing, but since there's no coffee in here, it can't be a coffee thing. So I don't know what's causing that final flavor you get. I'm not a fan of it, but I do drink Bailey's, so I'm obviously fine with it. So same thing with this one, definitely really good in a pumpkin spice latte. I don't know what else I would put it in, so when we run out of pumpkin spice lattes, I'm probably going to be done with this bottle, but I think that if put in the right drink, I think it's very good. I think that it's just hard to find something to put it into. That would be my one complaint with it. Okay, you guys, we did it. We got through all of my pumpkin spice items. I hope that in post I can edit this down into a 15-minute video because it's very long right now. Thank you guys for watching my pumpkin spice saga, my pumpkin spice journey, my real hard effort to eat every pumpkin spice product. My room is filled with pumpkin spice items right now. If I find any more pumpkin spice items, I don't know if I'm going to buy them because I'm getting a little tired of pumpkin spice and I really like pumpkin spice, so you know that I've had too much. Hey Google, what time is it?
7:52 p.m.
Fuck.